You and your eBay purchases.
Oh, now I've put a strap on that thing. Have you noticed?
Strap on. Okay. Tony loves a good strap on.
There is a strap on the
camera. You've been out taking photographs.
Well, yeah.
You need to come this way.
I'm going to go remove the strap from
Okay.
it. So the strap on can be... No, I don't know.
Strapless. Got some strapless chaps.
Yeah, let's get some strapless chaps.
Just wants more 2 cents.
Yeah.
In frame.
Less distracted. More 2 cents.
Love it.
Here we are. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about my wedding and my stag do, right?
Right.
You're invited to both of these events.
Goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
Will wonders never cease?
Incredible.
Will I attend both? This is the question.
Who knows? You're not obliged. But I'd appreciate it if you did.
Okay. Free food and free booze?
Yeah, well...
I'll be there.
Exactly.
You know
but
me.
No, but my thinking was, you're such a cheapskate. Technically, they're happening on Saturday nights, right?
Rugby's on.
Yeah, so you might be like, oh shit, I really need to catch the Chiefs and the Highlanders that night.
It's in February, right?
No, it's in March.
Oh, March. Ooh, 6 Nations.
Oh, but it won't be on in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So you might wake up a bit.
It'll be fine.
So it'll be, yeah.
It'll add to the character. Oh, Italy against Wales. I'm so hungover.
Got a tattoo across your forehead that
Yeah.
says knob.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm not hanging out with Tony's mates ever again.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I had a ruthless. This is my second stag do.
Do you get a second one? Is that the rules?
Apparently, and I didn't think it was, but I've been told without any shadow of a doubt that yes, you do, and
Okay.
yes, you are going to get as munted as you did the first time. And it wasn't. I got absolutely wrecked at my first one. It was one of the most brutal, ruthless stag do's that most people come up to me and go, "Oh man, your stag do was rough, wasn't it?" And I was, yeah.
I was going to get married, but I decided
Yeah.
not if a stag do's like that.
Yeah, it was.
I'd rather avoid it.
It was an intense trip. Anyway, I survived it. Didn't survive the marriage, but it wasn't due to the stag do. Look, what the hell are we drinking today, Mark?
You bought these beers.
Yeah, we'll talk about the sponsor in a bit, but just on the beer, drinking, and it's very much related to the sponsor, Apple and Fijo Crumble Sour.
I just wanted a beer.
And look, you got to... I like apple crumble. Is it going to be sweet? I like a sour. Sours aren't sweet. But let's just see how this one goes down, eh?
Whew. Fragrant.
It is fragrant. Stings the nostrils.
Well, compared to the other smells that have been ruminating around in this room.
We've had a good chat about some farts, and I was talking... Should we go into that? It's on your channel.
Welcome back.
Well, yeah, sorry, we're away for a couple of weeks.
Missing in action.
So I'll tell some stories about the farts. So last night I had sambalag, and that's sambal, which is like very, very hot sort of.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's try this stuff. Ooh.
That's nice.
Yep.
I was expecting it to be a little bit more like, ugh.
Grab you by the balls.
But it's just quite a nice summery afternoon drink, really. Not that it's a summery afternoon. Anyway, last night I had some sambalak, which is sambal, a very hot sort of curry paste, like Malaysian, with a boiled egg. It's one of my favorite Malaysian dishes. Malaysian food's amazing, and it was very hot. Lydia likes crazy hot food. You know,
so do I.
Crazy hot.
Okay.
Crazy hot. And then this morning, driving on the way to golf, I was just trapped in the car by myself, and I was just letting these ones rip. And they were just, if you make yourself sick, they were
pretty potent.
But because it was so spicy, they were hot on the way out with an eggy, stinky stink to it. It was a hell of a combo. And then I just did one just then, and then we had a wind.
We had a wind battle as I wafted with my notes, and he was wafting with other things.
Yeah, try to waft towards. Yeah, I think there was just too much wind wash, and you didn't cop anything, did you?
Yeah, no, I managed to escape largely unscathed.
Well, maybe
We are going to talk some rugby.
Maybe, but hopefully with a little bit of luck, I'll let like a sneaky one go. Then the podcast. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
I got to admit, some of my best memories are times when I've told the story about the Chinese kid I farted next to. Like some of my best memories are having eaten something which caused reactions and then gases and then silently getting away with it, other people getting the blame. It's like one of the few highlights of my pathetic life.
You don't have a pathetic life. You got a great life.
Oh, there goes a light.
Shit. Oh, hold on. Let me see what I can do. Keep talking, Mark, about your pathetic life.
I watched some rugby.
Oh, did you? You seem very eager to talk about rugby.
It's been 2 weeks. I've been like, the juices have been building. I try to talk to like that day last week when you said your daughter was crook and we'd have to cancel.
Oh, yeah.
I said to my wife and my kids, like, I'm not going to go out tonight. I'm going to be home because, Tony's daughter's sick. I said, what am I going to talk about? I got all these things I wanted to talk about. And then my son was like, Dad, like, I could always do a podcast with you. He's trying to take your spot.
We can have. Oh,
that's very sweet of him.
I was over
and then I put.
That's lovely. I could do it with you, Dad.
And then on Saturday,
I can tell bad fart stories.
I put the Aussie and. I often just watch games in my room.
Yeah.
On the computer. So I was like, I'll put on the TV. I'll put on the TV in the lounge. And then let's see if the young Mr. Garrett wants to come and watch.
Yeah, well, of course you should be putting it out there. So he's got an opportunity.
No, he did not.
I remember being...
I said to him, if you want to do the podcast, you need to watch some games. And he was like, no, it's all right.
Yeah. I remember enjoying playing rugby when I was 6 and 7, but watching it was just a bit...
Yeah, I never really... I watched a few games that my dad
I watched the World Cup games.
I like to go to games.
Yeah.
But half the time I wasn't watching the game. I was just mucking around with other kids.
Yeah. I think in
some hot chips.
87, I was just a 4-year-old, but I was just stoked that everyone else was happy.
I don't remember 87 at all.
I just remember my older brother and I think we've told the story, but older brother and his mates were doing the haka in the lounge.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like...
I want to be part of that.
Everyone's happy. This is great.
Cool.
And only the All Blacks were the centre of it all.
Good vibes.
Good times, good vibes. So you've struggled to talk to anyone about rugby. You've had your old man.
Yeah, I had the old man to chat to.
You'll grab anyone off the street.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Well, we're talking about rugby.
Yeah, what do you think about R360?
Yeah, exactly.
We have not mentioned R360 on this thing at all.
No.
Squidge made a great.
I watched that.
Great video. I watched half of it. That's a lot for me.
I've seen his YouTube browsing thing on the little red line. The little red line doesn't usually go past about a fifth of the video. So if he got halfway through, it must have been a pretty good video.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm very much an ADHD watcher. Yeah. I think I watched most of it. And he made some really, really good points.
He made some points about the fact that also currently a lot of money that gets put into the game goes into grassroots rugby, and R360 would be 100% about profits.
100% about profits, and I just don't see anyone being psyched to watch it. Being like, yeah, I really want to support the Dubai oil barons. Anyway, it is what it is. We can talk about that in a second, but before we do that, acknowledging our sponsor, a little bit of a different kind of sponsor this week. He's just a mate of mine.
This is your mate.
He's my mate.
Hey, Tony, you got a podcast.
Oh yeah, and he likes a drink, and I've got 2 drinks that he's purchased us this week. He loves a sour. He likes a real different, interesting kind of beer. So he loves a sour. He likes chili drinks. So I thought I'd get this one. And the other one I got, because I've known this guy.
For young, is he coming to the stag do?
Yeah, he'll be at the stag do.
Nice, I'll get to meet him.
Yeah, and then this one, Happy Days, because I've had a lot of happy days with him.
There you go.
Yeah, what a champ. He's a
you
good
spent all
man.
the sponsorship money on beer, did you?
Yeah. But he's a good man. He's a fantastic fellow. And ladies, he's single.
There we go.
Ready to mingle. He's got 3 children who are pretty much growing up.
There you go.
Leaving school or have left school. And boy.
Still living at home?
No, is he still living at home?
No, the kid's still living at home.
Yeah, they're in that intermediary sort of phase. Yeah. I think he's an electrician. He's like an up there electrician. But yeah, he's invented all sorts of interesting things with refrigeration and smart refrigeration, and a commercial standard. He works for all sorts of breweries. He said that he's in touch with a brewery and he thinks that we should get sponsored by them.
There we go. Love a good sponsor.
And then I kind of tried to... I'm not a good business person because I tried to talk him out of it. I was like, they're not really going to get much out of it. Yeah. Hopefully this is the bit that he shows them to sell the podcast. But he's a great man, great fellow. And we talked about his child, Felix, last week.
That's right. Oh, no, we didn't because it was
3 weeks ago. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, cheers to you, Aaron. And ladies, he's got a big dick.
How do you know?
Everyone's seen it.
Oh.
He isn't afraid of getting it out. And it's okay. It's okay.
There you go.
It's not pathetic. You see it and you're like, I guess that's a penis.
It's not a micro penis.
It's not a micro penis. It's definitely a penis.
You know, I took electronics for 1 year in high school. My teacher's name was Mr. Sparks.
Oh, wow.
I kid you not.
For some reason, I thought you were going with my teacher's name was micro penis.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
If the stories that were passed down after leaving high school, apparently Mr. Sparks, after retirement, then became Miss Sparks.
Oh.
But I never met. Just one of the guys who worked in a bank said, the old electronics teacher came in and had a change of gender, which was interesting because he was like a bald, grumpy man.
Wow.
So not someone I could picture.
Having the old switcheroo.
No.
Pre or post surgery?
I have no idea.
Wow. Holy smokes. Good luck to you, Sparks.
He's probably dead by now, to be honest. He's pretty old.
Well, good luck to you, Miss or Mr. Sparks.
Mm.
Maybe. Fantastic. I guess you got to appreciate that people doing it later in life.
Maybe he was grumpy because he wasn't happy in himself.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Perhaps.
Because he was really grumpy. We were a bunch of little shits, though, so I can kind of see that.
Is it? You sure that the person who told you was a reliable narrator?
Pretty reliable. My brother's mate.
It's one of those things that
that's the thing. I never confirmed it with my own eyes. Kind of thing.
Right.
So
that you tell this
it came from the grapevine, very much through the grapevine.
And then you meet his son one day, and you're like, "Oh, I heard, I remember your dad. I heard he had a bit of a what the fuck."
Yeah, it might be one of those.
You're like, I've told so many people that story.
Exactly.
But Mark, there has been not a lot of international rugby going on, but there has been rugby afoot.
Mm-hmm.
Rugby happenings, NPC happenings.
There was a final in that game.
That felt like a proper kind of old final.
Do you know what I was doing during the NPC final?
Masturbating.
Close.
Furiously masturbating.
We're getting a little bit further away. I wasn't very furious, but I was dancing.
Oh, yeah.
For my daughter's recital. They scheduled dance practice bang on the same time.
Oh, my God.
What a dad I am.
Hey, you getting
Going to dance with some Jewish lady. Get my hands on her. Doing the old...
Is it quite complicated what you're doing?
I can honestly say...
Is it more pachoo?
That I am not a natural dancer.
What? With that height and gangliness that you have?
I know. But I'm practicing, and I think I'm getting passable.
You're like a practicing Catholic, and you're getting there.
Yeah.
Can you stand up here and just show us a 1-2?
No, I can't.
What's the cost for us to film this and put it up on the podcast?
Well, I don't know. They're going to put out a DVD, so I ordered a DVD.
Can we put it out on the pod?
I'll have a look see if I can get a hold of
maybe
the footage.
Maybe get 2CGD for best dancing.
There we go.
2CGD is coming up.
So yeah, I only caught the very end of the game.
Right. Well, look, and very, very much an apologies that we didn't announce that we kind of at the end of the podcast we went, well, there's nothing happening next week. We'll take a week off. And then last week we were actually meant to do like a questions episode, but last minute I was trying to hold off and make a last minute call, but my daughter was spuking everywhere, so I didn't want to bring Mark into the cesspool of vomit that this house had become, which I'm sure you appreciated.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we're back now, and
better than ever.
No, 100%. And this feels like if we had to separate our year, the 2CGD year into leagues, this is the final league.
We're into that final leg. We're about to embark on the November internationals.
Absolutely, I enjoy them.
It's a pretty full-on month, and it's the last November internationals we're going to have is it forever? Because they're getting that new Nations League going next year. So July in the internationals and November internationals, we will be part of this Nations League. So no more kind of Grand Slam opportunity tour.
Really?
Yeah.
So we got one chance to get it. Will this thing stay around, or are we gonna ditch it?
I don't know. There's been a lot of negativity about it because change. But I'm trying to, look at it with an open mind.
I kind of look at it the same way that I look at the ICC Test Championship.
Okay.
So that's very much. Well, that comes down to a final at the end of it as well.
Right.
So that's because there's a T20 World Cup or one day World Cup.
Yeah.
And they're easy to hold those sort of tournaments because they happen over a day or half a day, basically. Yep. But a test match, it's very hard to hold a test match tournament. So over the course of 4 years, they have a point system. You know this, don't you?
I have no idea. I haven't followed cricket for about
So they have a point system about who's going to get, and then the two top-ranked teams with the most points.
Play in a final.
And it's similar.
Did we win that one once?
We won the first ever one.
There we go.
Stick it. We played and the finals always at Lord's. So we played
in England.
Yeah, it is. Gee, you know your cricket.
Oh yes.
We beat India.
Nice.
Cracker. Yeah.
I bet you the Lord's pitch probably suited us a bit more than the Indians.
The Indians were stacked. Yeah, they were absolutely wild favourites going in. We're never the favourites.
No, we're never the favourites.
Yeah. But we had a really, really good team. Really, really good bowling lineup. Jameson was playing his best form that he'd ever played.
Gibson Park, eh? Does he moonlight as a test cricketer?
I'm talking like this guy, he was in his first season.
Kyle
He's never quite regained those heights. Ooh. And he got that season, he was like the 6'8" like behemoth. Fast bowler, just like tricky off the seam, all sorts of different stuff. Had Wagner, had Trent Bolt, had Southey. Like, just really, really, really good in those conditions. Kane Williamson was immense. Ross Taylor and Kane Williamson had the final innings to get us across the line. They were on the pitch when we became world championships.
Nice, there we go.
So I remember it. But we're playing like players like Kohli and Rohit Sharma, Bumrah. These are top world-class players, guys that get paid millions. We turned it into a cricket podcast all of a sudden.
Oh, 2 cents cricket.
2 cents cricket. Distracted cricket.
There you go.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, where should we start?
We've talked about farts. We've talked about cricket, weddings.
We threatened to talk about the NPC. We threatened to talk about...
talked about dancing.
Talked about R60. Talked about the strap-ons.
There we go. There was one test match played at the weekend.
Yes.
The Aussies took on Japan in the kind of whole Eddie Jones
saga.
Yeah. Was it the final chapter in the Eddie Jones Australia saga? He said, he was kind of winding them up about saying, I love beating Australia. I did it 9 times with England or something like that. I only lost once. He was stirring the pot. He likes to get a headline, old Eddie.
He's a character, isn't he? He's a bit of a twat, he's a bit of a treacherous twat. But he's a character, and I think we probably need more characters like that in the game.
Yeah, he's divisive. I always like listening to his press conferences because they're not boring.
Yeah, he's going to say something. He's not going to give the whole party line like what we're seeing out of the All Blacks at the moment, which we can get to in a bit. But in terms of the game itself, I didn't actually catch the whole game, but I did catch a really crucial moment. I saw the first half, and
it was 19-15, so it was a close game.
Very close.
And it was in Japan.
Yeah.
And it was pissing down.
Yeah, I saw the first half, and it was actually not a great watch. It was pissing down with the rain.
Pissing down with the rain, and the Wallabies made a heap of changes. I think Joe Schmidt was just like, guys are tired. They just played a whole rugby championship. They played a Lions tour. We're playing Japan before we head off to play like fucking 4 games in Europe. So we need to give the guys a break. And he was accepting of
Can I tell you the one moment I saw, and you can tell me how crucial this was in the course of the match?
See if I can remember it.
Japan had just had a man sin-binned, and they were right on their line.
Just the maul?
Yeah, well, they had, I think they were up 14-0 already. And for whatever reason, the Japanese, it was just a Herculean effort. Am I saying that right? Herculean effort to hold them out. It was just like bodies flying into bodies. It was actually a pretty magic moment. And ended with Leach getting a massive turnover.
Oh, yes. That's when the forwards went like phase. They finally spread it wide once and got immediately turned over. I remember that moment.
Yeah, and I thought, that's... Yeah. But I thought, okay, well, it's already 14-0. Because I just thought, okay, they'll score here.
Yeah.
Like, they've just had a man binned and, they've already got points on the board.
Yeah.
So, but was that kind of a moment?
The Japanese defensive effort was largely like one of the stories of that game, because they tackled the house down, and the Aussie attack did not look fluid, barring like one Josh Fluke try from, I think it was a scrum set play. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But like Tizano's try was from a maul.
Yeah.
And I think Champion de Krebny's one was from close range from memory. So I guess it's to be expected given how many changes the Aussies made. The Aussie lineout was pretty shit.
Yeah.
But they did have 2 locks injured in the first half. Like Salakai Lotto lasted like 9 minutes or something, and then the replacement guy also had to go off. So
Yeah, right.
didn't help their line out.
A lot of drop pill in the rain.
The Japanese in particular dropped like 20 odd balls.
They like to play a fast-paced game and a lot of ball in hand and a lot of passing and a lot of like sort of intricate moves. Is it still? So that's just not great for wet weather footy.
Yeah, I don't think they handled the wet weather as they would have liked. If it's a dry track, maybe they come out looking at that one a bit better, but then you could probably say the same about the Aussies, because the Aussies also struggled a bit under the high ball. As I said, the line-out was a bit of a struggle. Their scrum didn't get on top of the Japanese scrum, which is a little bit concerning. Obviously, Tupou wasn't playing, Slipper's retired.
Yeah,
so
he's
again,
gone.
there's heaps of changes. It's hard to read too much into it.
Yeah, because it's all it really is you can only lose a lot when you play that sort of test. Like if you beat them convincingly.
It's only Japan.
Yeah, and then if you have a game like that, you're
It's just like,
"Whoa,
you only scraped by
that was-"
Japan.
And then if you lose, you're like, oh god.
We would have never heard the end of that if Eddie had won that.
Oh yeah, well that
would have been their first win over the Wallabies.
and like it's weird kind of feeling because you always want to root for the underdog, and you kind of would be like, oh, chuffed if not India. If India got up against the Wallabies, wow, what a result! What a result! But if Japanese got up, you'd be like, oh yeah.
I would love it for Japanese rugby, but I would hate it because of Eddie.
Yeah,
because it was Australia.
Yeah.
The way they departed, it still doesn't sit well.
Yeah, if India, what the fuck? I'm just thinking about
Distracted cricket.
Bumrah and Kohli, and you know, one of my favorite players of all time, Rahul Dravid.
That guy was very. Martin Crowe used to say that all the Indian batsmen had really big fuck off bats, but Rahul Dravid had a nice light one.
Oh, he was like,
that's the guy. I remember being.
They called him the Wall.
He's a very good player. The Indians toured New Zealand once when I was still in high school, I think.
Yeah.
And I went into town with my mate, who's a Fijian Indian guy, and his Fijian Indian girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we were in a food court in Auckland City. And there was a table of Indian players just having some curry.
Oh, yeah.
And I said to my mate, that's Ajit Agurkha, who's one of the bowlers for the Indian team.
Yeah.
And he was like, fucking who? And his missus was like, bro, you're Indian. You're supposed to know these players. Why does this white guy know more about the Indian cricket team than you do? He had really big ears, that guy.
Oh, fun
It's
fact.
like a fast bowler, but with these big ears kind of holding him back.
Oh, really? Bit of wind resistance, you
Exactly.
reckon?
Could have been a bit quicker.
Could have
If it
been.
had them pinned back.
Do you remember that guy at the Olympics who was a pole vaulter and he was going to win a gold medal, but his massive knob hit the... He only lost the gold medal because his knob was too big. Because you see him go over, and it's the only thing that touches it is his knob, and it's just like the one time you're on a small dick. He's like
Micro penis would have come in handy.
He's got this big old flopper. It's just like boom, takes it out.
Damn.
So he gets hit in the dick and loses the gold medal. We were talking about
silver?
we're talking about India. No, we're talking about Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, if they won that game, it would have been a weird sort of feeling. You would have been stoked for Japan, but pissed off about Eddie because he would have been all smug and dicky about it.
Yep. So I wouldn't have appreciated that.
But are we at risk of reading too much into it about how Australia is playing? I think Australia is still going to be a threat over there. I think they can, on their day, when it's their day and they turn up, and they seem to always go kind of okay in Europe, even when they've been at their lowest point. I remember this a couple of years ago, they were playing France when they were coming off a real bad World Cup performance and stuff, and they still pushed them to the edge and stuff, you know, like...
I mean, if you think, who are Australia's best players? You're like, oh, Fraser McRae. Well, he wasn't playing. You know, Joseph Suoli. Well, he wasn't playing. So, like, a number of the guys who you
I
would
think
think...
they're missing Tom Wright.
Tom Wright, for sure.
Yeah.
Fullback.
What's his name?
Callaway.
Callaway is good, but he's not Tom Wright.
Tom Wright has been X Factor for them.
Yeah. Morgan's still going around. Jorgensen. I like the look.
Yeah, he didn't play either.
Okay, so it was a bit of very much a...
He was resting some guys, and he was pretty open about that fact.
the dirt trackers got out there.
Kind of, yeah.
Right,
But it's good depth building for Australia. They won 19-15, so they got the results. Wasn't that pretty. They had injuries.
There we
It was
go.
pissing down with rain.
And that's all the rugby for this week. Well done, Mark.
Good to see you,
Great.
mate.
Yeah. But there's rugby to come.
There is rugby to come.
Do we talk? We'll talk about the MC final at the end. Eh?
I got
What do you want to go with?
There's so much.
Do you want to go with the?
Do you want to go with the upcoming games.
Yeah, or the All Black shock loss of Holland. The coaching exit.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even write that down on my notes. Look at
Oh, mate,
you. Not everything is happy in All Blacks land.
No, it's odd. And second play.
You and I bitched to no end about the All Blacks attack looking shit.
Yes.
In the back line. Like,
Yeah.
we're a fucking team that can score a maul try. But our backs look fucking awful.
And I think it has somewhat improved, but it looked dog shit in that second test against Argentina.
Oh, yeah.
That was awful.
And then even again against the Box, it didn't look that flash.
we had moments.
We had moments, but it didn't look like the All Blacks we're used to seeing.
were sizzling.
Not even like, I'm not even talking like 2015, I'm talking like Fozzie All Blacks at times. So
yeah.
Jason Holland, who's the guy in charge of the backs and some of the set play attacks and whatnot, he's gone. Well, he's going.
He's going. And do you think there is a little bit of like, hey, mate, we want you out.
Definitely.
We can either flick you and make it quite obvious that you're not wanted, or we'll give you the opportunity to put your spin on it and say it was just the right time for you to leave.
Well, he said, I watched his press conference, Jason Holland. And
I just feel like there's just smoke and mirrors.
He
It's just
said
not straight
his
up.
contract was up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And he basically said they didn't get to the point of like discussing renewal.
Yeah, right.
So obviously there's been a conversation with him and Razor. This is not working. You probably shouldn't apply.
Yeah.
He said, well, I'll just step down then.
Yeah.
That has to be it.
Yeah.
Because if he thought, unless he's just like got the self-awareness to know this is not working, I don't have the touch, or me and Razor don't see eye to eye, whatever is not clicking, and I don't think I'm the right man for this job.
Yeah.
Some people can do that.
Which is I prefer the front half of it than him just going, I just hate this environment. It's fucking brutal. It sucks. Because this is meant to be the peak of the mountain and like the very, very edge of cutting edge high performance sport.
Yeah.
And you're playing for one of the world's most famous teams across all sports, or representing or coaching that team.
Yeah.
So you don't just go, you know what, I'd actually like to be an assistant coach for Bath. That's no offense to Bath. Still very much a professional outfit and, a great job to have and all that sort of thing, but he's not fucking part of the All Black setup. So it either there's something very much stinky inside and toxic inside the work environment for the All Blacks, which is a worry, or he just wasn't cutting the mustard and they want to let him go. Either way, they're not being straight up with us. They just put a fucking absolute PR spin.
The most straight up thing Razor said in the press conference, because they were like, this is weird timing, like right as you're about to go on tour, surely this is disruptive for the camp. And Razor was basically like, well, Jason's come to the decision that he's going to step down. And if we didn't, now that he's decided it, if we didn't tell you guys now, someone is going to leak it. And then you guys are going to have a field day writing stories about it. And then we announce it on the back foot. That's the most straight up thing he said, is like, we just wanted to get it out there.
Yeah.
Which I can respect, because he's right. The news would have come out.
Yeah.
And it would have looked even worse.
2 assistant coaches within a year.
That doesn't sit that well, does it?
Yeah, Holland and Rangi, the Gonskis.
Because you know another coach who had a bit of a revolving door in his assistant coaching staff with Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Like, he had a number of coaches who were with him who were just like, I can't fucking work with this guy.
when he selected when he selected that 2023 World Cup team, it was like, and everyone's like, "What the fuck have you picked? You're not even taking Hooper." And they were, didn't take so many great players, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "And all the assistants have quit."
Yeah,
yeah.
And that happened with him in England as well. He
Yeah.
had a couple of like defense coaches quit. I think John Mitchell was with him and he quit. There was somebody else with him who quit. So maybe Race is a tough guy to work with.
Maybe.
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Or maybe they're just like, he's not gelling with the players. And the results on the pitch aren't going the way they are, and they've had things that they've been trying to work on and they haven't seen improvements, and they've gone, well, we have to make a change here. I would much rather see we've had almost a corporate speak of we're having to restructure our systems, and as a result, so and so is now made redundant. We no longer have a backs coach. We have a chief of attack, like some sort of, but just something quite clear as to what the reasoning is to what's actually going on.
Yeah,
because it just opens it up to speculation.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
I wish him all the best though. Who was he with before he was with the All Blacks?
He was the Hurricanes head coach.
Oh.
And he actually said, like, oh, there was more pressure on me as head coach of the Hurricanes than assistant at the ABs. He said most of the pressure goes on Razor, but...
Yeah, well, and he said he just didn't feel as though he was able to be effective. So maybe he was just disagreeing. What the...
Leon McDonald agreed, just said he couldn't come... From memory, they basically said him and Razor weren't eye to eye.
Yeah,
So,
which was pretty relatively straight up. Yeah, this Razor reign is an odd one, isn't it?
It's been tumultuous.
Yeah.
Now, there is more All Blacks news as well, because we're not playing in the Rugby Championship next year. We've been like, Argentina and Australia, fuck you. Us and South Africa, we're going to go play amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
The greatest rivalry, which is...
I have mixed feelings about
Rugby's greatest championship. Rugby's greatest rivalry, baby.
Well, there is a little, to all those Northern Hemisphere people who are saying, well, that's a bit self-aggrandizing, isn't it? Blah, 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 blah. I would mention that in Rugby's greatest championship, they have one World Cup amongst all the
I don't
teams.
think you've ever mentioned that before on the podcast, have you?
And then in Rugby's greatest rivalry, there are, of the 10 World Cups, there are 7 of them in this particular matchup. Just... if you're a stats man, maybe something to look at. I'm
also torn about it because...
you can suck on that one. What's his name?
I remember the tours. Graham.
Flow My Sports. What's his...
Graham from Rugby Forecast.
Rugby Foreskin. Fucking...
he sponsors us with beers.
I like him.
He's great.
I want to go... Can I jump on one of those streams?
Okay.
Because they're quite... because I want to just throw an absolute spanner in the works and get it loose. Kind of what
I could do like a Jerry Springer, like me and him are just chatting, and I can do it on StreamYard and just bring you in. Yeah. And now we've got a special guest.
I want it I want the Steve Austin music. Dun, 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 dun. Smash glass. Come in. Yeah.
Skull and a beer.
Because you guys, it's interesting and good what you guys talk about, but it's quite straight, isn't it?
For like the 10 seconds that you watch before you flick off to something else.
Oh, look at that butterfly video.
But yeah, like I said, I've got mixed emotions about it because
I do too.
We're old enough to remember the tour era.
96, one of the
96, the tour that we actually won, as a bit of a... we feel better after the World Cup. Yeah, having lost the year before.
You can only ever win for a Test series for the first time in South Africa once, can't you?
Exactly. So that part of it's very cool. I talked to my dad about it as well. He remembers listening to the radio, in the middle of the night with his dad as the All Blacks were off playing in South Africa on tour. So there is a massive history.
You know the one thing that I would like to see with it? I would prefer it was a 3-test series.
The fourth one is
the fourth is just...
the whole thing reeks of just let's make some money, boys.
Yeah, but I don't mind a good old-fashioned tour, but I really think it's a real fucking hit job on Argentina and Australia. Yep. And it sucks ass for them, which isn't great, and it devalues our overall competition, devalues the strength of rugby and the broadcast rights for those
It's
teams.
more of the top looking after themselves, isn't it? Because we see that all the time with tier 1, tier 2, but this is number 1 and 2 in the world is going, all right, well, you guys are number 6 and 7, so you guys can do your own thing.
It's like 1A shitting on 1B.
Yeah.
We're talking tier 1 nations, but yeah, so I just don't think that fourth test is necessary. And the thing, I'm sure I'll still watch it and I'll be
you will.
invested
You'll be
in
very
it.
invested. You'll be
but
very
I'll
engaged.
be, I would find it very, very unsatisfying if it's 2-all. If it's 2-all, I'll be like, oh god. And the only other thing I would find, kind of gross about it, it's not in South Africa. It's in Twickenham.
The fourth one is 100% going to be in Dubai or Twickenham or Chicago.
And the other thing I don't want to like about the fourth test is playing South Africa is special. It's and peak experiences playing the South Africa. We only play them twice a year. Are peak. Because it doesn't fucking happen
that often.
You're like, we wait for
the tour days. We didn't play them every year. You know what I mean?
That fourth one, I'll be like, Oh, these fuckers again. Well, I'm sure it'll still be interesting, and who knows what storylines are going to be accomplishing. Hopefully, we're going for the whitewash. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Keep
nice?
dreaming.
Wow. Hey,
Dreams are
mate,
free.
Could happen. Could happen. Matanonu won all 16 of his World Cup appearances.
Did he really?
He never lost a World Cup game.
That's we should bring him back. He's still playing.
Had an 88% win record. He's played 500 games of first-class cricket.
Cricket for India.
I cannot stop.
Get cricket off the brain. Right, we're starting a new YouTube channel straight after this. 2 cents distracted cricket.
Let's call it the forward defensive. The forward defensive. Then it has a rugby spin as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we could have another one called off the back foot. The pull shot doesn't
The
really
sweaty
work.
box.
The sweaty box. How's about that for you, Grundle? What were we talking about before I went on my...
So yeah, 2026.
Oh, the actual beer tastes quite strange now.
2026 we're going to play over there, and then 2030 is the reciprocal one where they come to New Zealand.
All right. Well, it's
unless we play them in fuck. I bet you New Zealand rugby would be like, oh, we could just play 3 of the 4 tests in London.
Yeah, I do like the fact that we're actually playing a proper test match again. Proper. Not a proper test match, a proper test series, like the old school tours and all that sort of thing. This feels like a little bit of a throwback to the bygone era.
Yep.
Which is,
there'll be great storylines of like, oh, he started well against the Stormers. Is he ready for a debut kind of thing? Guys coming through. That will be cool. It's almost like a Lions tour.
Yes. Yeah, there's a bolter who just absolutely rips it up against the Lions.
Like, he's earned a crack against the Box themselves. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. And seeing the All Blacks play non-test nations as well, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often. So that'll be very cool.
Like the old French series and stuff like that, where they used to play Biarritz or whatever else. It was kind of cool, but there's a lot to like about it, but it's like this throwback to this bygone traditional amateur era for very, very corporate reasons.
Yep.
And that's the bit that feels a little bit icky, and the bit that we're taking a shit on our closest neighbours feels a bit shit.
Yep.
And the value of our overall competition feels a bit shit. So I don't think we can argue that we're just doing it for these noble...
no, 100% not.
These noble... We want to honour the old school traditional tour.
That's 100. If they didn't think they were going to make a bucket load of cash from it, they would not be doing it.
Yeah, and it's just the 4th test that really sticks in my craw.
Right.
I would rather not have the 4th, because I think there will be a little bit of like, oh yeah, it's for young kids as well. Like you'll be like, oh, we're playing South Africa again. Oh, and it's just got so much more fucking, so much more of a complete feeling having it, being a 3-test series. Like, one team, you have to win 2 of them.
Yep.
To win the series. It would be a dream. It would be fantastic to win all 4. It'd be cracking to win 3. It would be shit to win 2. It would be balls to win 1. And it would be a fucking absolute kick in the nuts to not win any. Yeah. What of those things are we going to get? Well, if you had to place money on it, what would you bet?
I like to think we'll win at least 1. Although our record in South Africa in recent years is not great.
Not great, yeah.
Our record against the Box generally is not great.
I would love to win all 4. Oh, God, that'd be lovely. Oh, tasty.
Find out next year.
Yeah.
Some people have been saying, like, why don't Australia and Argentina just organise their own, like, big series? Well, it just doesn't have the big draw.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say it, but, like, Argentina coming to Australia
to play Randwick
4 times or something, and then play like the Brumbies and shit is not going to sell that many tickets.
Yeah.
Like the first test in the Rugby Championship this year, I think it was in the Gold Coast, or was it Townsville or some shit? It didn't sell out. It's like when New Zealand goes to Australia, there's a lot of expat Kiwis.
Yeah.
When Australia hosts South Africa, there's a lot of expat Saffers.
Yeah. I really hope that I
mean, there's a lot of Argentinian fans at the game as well. It's just not as big a draw.
Yeah.
You've seen New Zealand like Nelson hosted the Pumas once because it's like, well, they'll probably sell out because the All Blacks don't go to Nelson very often.
Yeah.
It's just not as big a draw.
I really think it's time that we actually started to lay a little bit more respect at the feet of Argentina.
For sure. But you went to that Wellington game against Argentina. That wasn't sold out.
No, it wasn't. It was shit.
We lost.
Yeah, it sucked. It was the only time I've seen the All Blacks lose. I had to travel to Wellington for it to happen. Never going to Wellington to watch rugby again. It's not a great stadium to
It's a
watch
shit
footy.
stadium for rugby.
Yeah.
Well, that's the greatest rivalry.
Okay.
That's the Aussies against Japan.
Yes. Here, there's a whole series of games coming up
Yes, we are playing Ireland
in Chicago.
Probably partly for monetary reasons.
Yeah, well, it's still good. It's kind of cool because that's where
they beat us for the first time.
Yeah, so we can put some things right, or they can take a shit on us again.
Yep. That's going to be cracking.
Can I say quietly? Just very quietly confident.
Yeah, a lot of the Irish fans, because I was talking to my dad the other day, and I was like, we're playing, Ireland, we're playing Scotland, we're playing England and Wales. And he's like, Twickenham's going to be hard.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying Ireland's going to be hard. Some people took that the wrong way to mean like he's dismissing Ireland. I don't think he's dismissing Ireland, but I think the fact that it's not in Dublin and it's their first game.
That's right.
That's what gives us maybe a false sense of confidence.
Well, they've beaten us there before. It was
They have beaten us there before.
Exact same situation.
They may take an absolute shit on us and make us look like arrogant pricks.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not like...
that's why I said it very quietly.
Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing we are going to win, but I'm quietly confident.
Yeah.
If you ask me to bet my life or bet my nuts like you've asked me to do before, my nuts are going on New Zealand for better or worse. Who would you put your nuts on? Legit.
Nut each way. Lose one, keep one. But the reason is exactly what you say. You're catching them on the hop. If we were playing them our third
game in Dublin,
third
my
game
dad's going to be saying, Dublin's going to be tough.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the best place we can catch them is on neutral turf on the hop.
Yes.
A little bit. And our players have had a lot of time together. Yeah. Hopefully have worked out a few things. Have got themselves re-energized. We did end the rugby. Obviously, we took that pumping by the Saffers in Wellington, but we did end the tournament.
Looking decent against the Wallabies.
Yeah, and now we're like, Japan. So it's hard to play rugby math in that regard, but it seemed as though we were tracking in the right direction. Hopefully, a few bodies have been rested.
Yes.
What's Bodie's status? Like, he was injured at the late end of the series. Is he? Did he have a thumb thing going on, or was that was Lomax?
I don't remember him being out, so I think he's good to go.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
All right. It's not like you have a rugby YouTube channel where you're meant to know all this sort of stuff.
I know.
Jesus.
But yeah, if Ireland win, will I be surprised? No. But if I'm up and put my nuts on the line, it's going with the ABs.
Or you go the other way. Either one each way.
Then you're guaranteed to lose a nut.
Yeah.
But also you're guaranteed to keep a nut. The Aussies taking on England at Twickenham.
Yeah, huge game.
After last year's game as well, where the Aussies beat them.
Australia, everyone loves to beat the Poms, but they really love it. They get that sort of Ashes.
It's the Ashes thing, isn't it?
That Ashes thing. Like they're always sort of across like cricket. Back to cricket. Look at the real cricket thing.
Glenn McGrath, like accurate as piss,
there's the league teams are playing each other at the moment.
I need to talk to you about league later.
Oh, league later. Looking forward to that. We didn't even get last episode. We were meant to have a real big. I wanted to have a deep dive into the NRL final, but
let's move on.
Can't
England, Australia.
England and Australia are playing each other in the rugby league Ashes at the moment.
Good.
In Wembley. Reece Walsh carved them up. 26-6. The Aussies won on the weekend.
Bit of a hiding.
But
take that scoreline at Twickenham.
But the Aussies get up. They really like to sort of get that sort of, Aussie battler mentality in the corner. Like they won. Was it last year when Jorgensen scored that last minute try? I think that's the game of the week to watch at the moment.
Maybe.
And who else we got?
South Africa is taking on Japan from Wembley.
Why? It's a sad start for South Africa. No offense, Japan. But it's just another.
It's a bit of a warm-up one for South Africa.
South Africa stopped.
But South Africa's like Russie is saying, like, well, they beat us before.
Oh yeah, great. South Africa's involved in every cash grab.
We are way more cash grabber than they are.
How many Qatar Airlines Cups have they been involved with? That's the ultimate cash grab.
How many times have they gone to America compared to us? We go to America a lot more. How many times have they gone to Japan compared to us? We go to there a lot more.
Well, those areas are closer to us, though.
Yeah, but we don't play in Japan because we're like, well, we want to grow Japanese rugby.
They go to Twickenham and play there so often for the Gold Qatar Airlines Cup.
We played them in the fucking Qatar. We were involved in that one.
Didn't they? How many Qatar Airlines Cups have they played for?
They've played for the Barbars for it recently, but that was in South Africa.
Oh, Qatar Airlines.
We are definitely the kings of the cash grab.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're in it too.
They're getting on board with the cash grab.
Yeah.
Now we've joined forces for the greatest cash grab. That's our
the greatest cash grab. But
I titled my video that, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. YouTube does the A/B testing. I did 3 and that one won.
Yeah, because it's the most controversial.
Controversial. And then Scotland is playing USA at Murrayfield.
But
they won't have their non-Scottish-based players available. So it'll be a kind of Scotland-ish, no Finn Russell.
That is one that you can tell me about.
Okay, because you're not going to watch it.
Yeah. I don't really have too much interest. Well, if it's on the TV and I happen to have my face in front of that TV, I'll go.
Oh, yeah, that's rugby.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the All Blacks 15's playing the Barbars.
Oh, yeah. It's probably going to be more enjoyable than the Scots and the...
Quite possible. But yeah, there's heaps of rugby to come.
All right, cool. But
I have other topics to talk to you about.
Go for it.
So, Welsh rugby. Not in a great place.
I heard something.
There's been a bit of talks in the wind about like they're going to be cutting some teams because they're not performing that well on the pitch and they're losing money. Mm-hmm. They've got 4 teams at the moment. There's been talk that they might go down to 2. Well, the WRU has confirmed it's going to be losing 1.
Oh, which one?
So, not this season or the next season, or I think it's like 3 seasons away.
Scarlets?
They'll be cutting down to 3.
Which team are they?
They've said they want a team in Cardiff.
The Blues are staying.
Which is Cardiff.
Yeah.
They're not even called the Blues anymore. They're called Cardiff Rugby.
Oh, really?
They want one team in the East, which is the Dragons, even though they haven't won a game in the URC in like fucking 20 rounds or some shit. And then they want one in the West, and the West is Ospreys and Scarlets. So you could read that to be either the Scarlets or the Ospreys are going to go.
Yeah.
But they are seemingly going to downsize. Squidge did a good video about that. I watched about half of it.
Wow. Is that why you're wearing Osprey?
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the Ospreys gear, because they might be a thing of the past at some point.
They've got a dope as.
They got very cool kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. Cool logo.
But, yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of shit.
But their teams, guess who the bottom 3 teams of the URC are right now?
Welsh teams.
Yeah. The Ospreys, the Scarlets, and the Dragons.
So is it kind of basically similar to the kind of approach that the Aussies
took with Super Rugby, I think
Let's get more talent into the top teams. And
when they got rid of the Rebels, basically.
Cut the fat, and they did become more competitive, the Aussie teams this year.
Immediately.
Yeah, so it sucks because there's a lot of people who lose their
jobs,
their livelihoods, which is awful. But a lot of fewer opportunities for professional rugby players in that part of the world.
Yep.
Yeah, but if it's the right thing to do in terms of product on the field and also engagement from fans and wins on the field, it's a tough one.
Yeah, Squidge mentioned they might not even keep any of the teams like in their current form. Like I hadn't considered this aspect. They might just be like, fuck, none of these teams are existing anymore. We're going to make 3 new teams. Like, who the fuck knows how it's going to go? But
who the fuck knows?
It's going to be messy, which is a sad one for Welsh rugby.
Lionel Messi.
He might come and play some rugby in Wales.
Probably
good kicker.
Good kicker. They can't afford him.
No, they probably can't afford him.
Yeah. But it's a shame. It's a shame for a great rugby nation.
It is. It is. This one's a very brief one, but there's a competition in England.
A premiership?
Yes. They actually had a rebrand.
Oh, what's it called now? P-ship?
It's called the PREM. Because they wanted to get the young people involved. They rebranded as the PREM.
You tapped me like I was a young person. I'm an old person.
I just find it like how many meetings and like consultations.
Let's call it the PREM and like marketing teams and shit. Why is it called the PREM?
And it's all in bold. And it's like orange. The PREM.
The PREM. But the PREM is...
People called it the PREM anyway.
Yeah, because it's just
it's like people say the IRC sometimes instead of the United Rugby Championship.
Yeah. Well, have you watched any Supers?
Yeah.
Should we call the Super Rugby Supers?
Yeah. Let's watch some...
the rugger.
Yeah. Well, Super rugger.
I think it loses, if anything, some sort of prestige by going from the Premiership. To
I'm
the
not sure
Prem.
what impact it'll make on the viewership and attendances, but it's called the Prem now. I've been following it a little bit.
They
It's back on
could
Sky.
still call it technically the Premiership, but just like when their social media are going, I hope you guys are checking out the Prem this week. The Prem just seems a little bit like you're trying too hard.
Yeah, that's what my kind of reaction as well. But anyway, there's one thing I want to ask you because you're a league guy.
Love a bit of league.
You love a bit of league.
Yeah, I do. I'm a union guy as well. I like sport.
Now we may have
I'm
had
a cricket guy.
We may have had this conversation in some manner in the past, but in the last few weeks there have been fucking Tongan and Samoan flags everywhere around Auckland. Like the amount of cars driving around. Like, I took photos of them. Send me the edit, and I will add it in the photos I've been taking.
Okay, right, yeah.
Because I know you don't want to edit them in.
No, yeah.
Like, I did a 10-minute drive. I snapped like 6 photos.
I've seen them too. I'm driving around.
They're everywhere. Yeah. Now, that is because
the Pacific Nations Cup song.
Samoan and Tongan New Zealanders, or expat Tongans and Samoans, whatever you want.
Descent. Most of them
are probably of descent.
And most of them born in New Zealand.
They are engaged and
hugely,
like, supporting their teams. They want to show their colours. Manu Samoa and the Ikalitaki, the Tongan and Samoan rugby union teams, get 0. Like, the Pacific Nations Cup was on earlier in the year, and you could have, like, that's a secret almost. Like, nobody knew about that.
Yeah.
What is it that league does so well that union can't do with those fans?
Okay, so imagine if Mana Samoa in their heyday had Michael Jones, Tana Umanga, Vainga Tuigamala, Stephen Bishop, Graham Bishop, had Olo Brown, and who else is a fantastic Samoan player? Where's Martin Nonu from? Basically, high quality players of Samoan and Tongan descent, a lot of which are born in Australia and New Zealand, overwhelmingly over the past 5 to 6 years, have gone from playing for New Zealand and Australia to choosing to represent their home nations. So in the weekend clash, you had Aidan Whanua-Blake and Payne Haas, probably the 2 best front rowers in the game, squaring off against each other in for respectively for Tonga and Samoa. So they get the highest quality players are choosing to represent their home nations. So players of Tongan descent. Imagine if Jonah Lomu decided to play for Tonga, like. Not born in Tonga, but was he?
No, he was born here.
Yeah, decided to play for Tonga, or so
it's just the biggest name players.
Malakai Fekitoa, also in their primes as well, decided, no, I'm going to play for my home team. So they get the biggest stars of the NRL who are of that descent, and now, because on the old days,
why do these guys choose to play for those teams if they're Kiwi and Aussie born? Why do they choose to play for Tonga and Samoa instead of the Kiwis or the Kangaroos?
They when they answer that question, they say they're very proudly Tongan, and very proudly Samoan, and their families, most of their families, their parents came across to our countries in the 1970s, when we needed that primary industry labour for the factories and stuff like that. And so their parents are born here, and then they were born in the 80s, 90s, and maybe their grandparents have come from here now. Like our parents' generation, the Samoans and stuff came over in the 70s and all that sort of stuff, and Tongans. But there's a massive sense of connection and culture to what they do. Their communities are very much based around church going and all that sort of stuff, based around their Samoan and Tongan heritage.
Right.
You know, like even Ali Surveyor would be playing for Samoa.
Right.
The world's best player right now. So there's Roger Tuivasa-Sheck right now playing for Samoa.
He's a former Kiwi.
Yeah, he played for the Kiwis. Heaps of former Kiwis, heaps of former Aussies playing for. So it weirdly kind of just happened.
I mean, Tamalolo was one of the pioneers.
That's what I was about to say. Tamalolo, like back, was it the 2017?
Did he have a falling out with like
2017
the management
World
or
Cup?
something?
Just said, you know what, I'm going to play for Tonga, and then Willie Mason was like, oh, I'll play for Tonga, and then they got a big bunch of high quality players going, oh fuck, we'll have a crack, and then there was this massive groundswell of like you see the crowds, like they just massive crowds, insane flag waving and all that sort of stuff, and like parades all night around Auckland and stuff like that. So there's this huge sense of occasion to these games as well,
which is what.
And with the freaking Samoan team, can't even get Miracle Failangi to play for them.
That's right, because he's busy playing for the NPC team. So I was going to say, part of the reason guys don't choose to play for Tonga and Samoa, even if they're eligible in union, there's a multitude of reasons. Number one is money. Generally, if you're playing for Tonga or Samoa, you're probably going to have to pay your own way because the unions aren't going to be able to pay you. If you're playing for the All Blacks, you're going to earn a shitload. Yeah. If you play for England or whoever, you're going to earn a shitload more than if you play for Tonga or Samoa. So that's probably the main one. Also, the quality of the games you get are a lot better. If you play for the All Blacks, you're going to be playing in the Rugby Championship. You're going to be with a good shot in a World Cup. Yeah. Whereas if you're playing for Tonga and Samoa, you're playing in the Pacific Nations Cup against Canada, America, Japan, and Fiji. Compared to the Rugby Championship, it's just a lower level competition. And as I said, you're not getting paid for it. So why is League doing that so much better than Rugby? Is it not about money for these guys?
I don't think there is as much money on the line.
Right.
Like International League is definitely not the biggest thing in League.
Club game is bigger.
Yeah.
It's the flip of union.
NRL and State of Origin. And interestingly enough, because it's a little bit grandfathered in, it almost people are saying it kind of needs to change. So players like what's his name? Oh fuck! Oh god! I've forgotten their names. There are a couple of former Penrith Panthers players who are playing for Samoa still can play for the Blues. Right. And like Tongan players can still play for Queensland and the Blues.
Right.
So when I say the Blues, I mean New South Wales, by the way. If anyone
State of Origin.
State of Origin. So because they're considered a tier 2 nation. So they're still rated as a tier 2 nation, whereas Kiwi players can't. So, and the kind of rule is if you played for a club team at secondary school, basically, you can play for your state, but you can't if you're a New Zealander.
Right.
So, but they're trying to argue that the New Zealanders should be able to play. And then we've got players like even the opposite is happening for New Zealand players like Kalen Ponga, who was born in Australia,
right,
but has Kiwi as parents. He's desperate to leave the Aussie. Refuses to play for the Aussie team. Because he wants to play for the Kiwis, because he wants to honour his heritage. Right. So it seems to be a lot more about honouring heritage, and there doesn't seem to be nearly as much money on the line.
Right. So union, it's the money, it's paying your own way, and sometimes it's your clubs, like you mentioned with Miracle Filing. Sometimes it's your clubs who are just like, well, we pay your wages, so you should probably choose to play for us. Whereas that's not a thing in League.
No, and I'm sure they're generating money. They just packed out 50, Suncourt Stadium, 60,000 seater stadium. They packed it out full of Tongan and Samoan fans. Right. One side of the stadium, all Tongan flags going crazy. The other side of the stadium, and they're just going ape shit. They absolutely just packed out the Kiwis versus Samoa the week before. Kiwis won, by the way.
Yeah,
stick that. It was a good game, but they're high quality games as well because you got they're spreading the talent a little bit thinner, and then also you get players who are like in the halves and stuff that are really good players, but not like that world class. Getting to shine and make some really really big world class players as well. So it's an entertaining product that they're putting out there as well. So and bums on seats, getting through the door. Shit, if you're selling flags on Auckland, you're making a fucking killing at the moment. Yeah.
It's just a really disheartening one.
Did you know any of that, or did it kind of make sense?
Some of that I knew or had kind of a vague idea. Like as soon as I saw a bunch of Tongan and Samoan flags appearing on cars, I knew there's League coming up.
There's Pacific Nations.
I didn't know what it was, but I knew there's League coming up. And it's just disheartening as a union fan to know that like the Tongan and Samoan rugby union teams have maybe 1% of the support that the League guys get.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just they don't, because these guys are like serious world class teams.
Yeah, whereas the Tongan and Samoan rugby union teams are generally made up of the guys who couldn't make the All Blacks,
Yeah.
or guys who are not the best player, but the best players playing for his club. So he might show up for the World Cup. The World Cup team will be better, but yeah, it's just it just doesn't have the same draw, the same appeal, the same anything,
gravitas or anything like that.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah, and it's great. They just love.
But it's great for the league.
Yeah, and they've always just because it's a recent occurrence, so there's like it's kind of cool for them. They're like
It almost feels like leagues already won that battle. It's not even a battle. It's gone.
The Battle of the Islands. They won it.
It's gone.
Yeah. And more kids are going to want to play league, and you know, it is what it is. Like, good luck to them. Like, and it's guys who've played tons of test matches. Like Roger Tuivasa-Sheck played heaps of test matches for the Kiwis.
But Union's eligibility stuff's a lot stricter than that.
Yeah. You can kind of chop and change a little bit more. It's tricky for the Aussies and the Kiwis. They can't chop and change so much
because they're a little bit more open.
So the English, the English, the Kiwis and the Aussies are the tier 1.
Right.
That's the tier 1 nations, and then everyone else is like tier 2, tier 3, and stuff like that. Even though some of the best players in the world play for Tonga and Samoa. Even like the Cook Islands has some fucking quality players.
Right.
Like, you know, if you got
so league's taken the people who organise international league, even though it's not like the biggest game, they've taken the approach that we want the most competitive teams, like apart from New Zealand, Australia, and England. We want to allow guys to move freely to have the teams competitive.
Yeah.
Like they would rather Tonga and Samoa be competitive.
If I'm honest with you, I don't even think it was like a calculated decision making that actually happened. The rules are looser.
Okay.
It's a bit of a bigger. It's
just like a happy byproduct of
it was
the rules.
It was just a couple of crucial guys at crucial times deciding to play for home teams, and then the community getting right in behind it, and other players going. It's like Leka Haliasema, right? A Tongan, New Zealand born, rookie of the year this year. Incredible player. Looks like someone we should be for the Warriors. We should be signing up for 10 years. Like he's 19. He's fucking a freak. He is so good. He's playing for Tonga. Like no thought of playing for the Kiwis or anything like that. Kiwis is interesting. It's like Māoris and Pākehās. Like no Islanders. Like we're used to seeing quite a few big boy Islanders. You know. But yeah, a lot of Māoris, basically. And we used to have the Māori Kiwis. We won't have, I don't know if we can, because it's almost just like the Kiwis now. And it's cool kind of just seeing that in itself. Like, that's its own flavour in itself. It's pretty cool. Yeah. We know we've got Fisher Harris as our captain. He's a hell of a captain. It's a good product out there at the moment.
Well, they're doing something right.
Yeah. No. You don't see the Kiwi flags.
No, I don't see a single Kiwis flag.
Yeah, we live in New Zealand.
Like I don't see All Blacks flags like that.
Yeah.
Like they're just doing something. They're doing something amazing for fan engagement.
Yeah,
is all I can say. And I wish Union had that, at least in this part of the world.
We don't. I once put a Black Caps flag on the back of my car when we got to the World Cup final in 2015.
Nice one.
Took it down.
We need to play everyone's favourite game.
Oh, I haven't played for a week. Turdy's post-game predictions.
The URC, round number 5.
I know that a couple of weeks ago, Munster bet Leinster. So I don't know what... So Leinster's still looking for a win?
Leinster... Well, we'll get to them in a second.
Okay, right.
So Glasgow played the Bulls. Both sides doing fairly well in the URC. It was up in Scotland.
Now, this is a curly one. Because I want to say the Bulls, but Glasgow have been all right over the past. They won a couple of years ago, didn't they? I'm going to give it to Glasgow.
Yeah, Glasgow won at 21-12. Glasgow tend to be pretty good at home. Bulls not so good on the road.
Righto.
The Lions played Ulster.
Where was it played?
In South Africa, Joburg.
And how are they travelling?
Ulster unbeaten going into this game, although they had one game postponed, so they were a game behind everyone else. And the Lions, I think, lost their first 3 road games and then won their first home game before this game. So they're, again, better in South Africa.
Did I sense Rian crying? I'm going to give it to Ulster.
No, they lost.
Fuck.
49-31.
1-1. That is a bad start.
Do you know, the week before, when the Lions hosted the Scarlets.
He holds it like this so I can't see it.
Yeah, the Lions played the Scarlets, who are not the biggest draw.
Yeah.
Like in 60,000-seater Ellis Park, they had 1,700 fans.
It looks empty. It's empty.
1,700 fans fucking is empty. Like NPC games get more than 1,700 fans. People tell me Joburg's like real, like the area around Ellis Park's fucking dodgy as shit.
Yeah.
But like 1,700 fans. Like holy cow! They had 4,000 for this one, so it was an improved one.
Yeah, that's not a crowd.
That's parents and like trainers and
that's
1,700. It's dire.
That's a focus group.
Yeah,
in that sort of stadium.
The Sharks played the Scarlets. The Sharks.
Sharkies got up.
Yep, 29-19, but that's their first win of the season.
Oh, all right. There you go.
The Scarlets are still on 0 points after 5 rounds. The Dragons played the Ospreys, so it's a battle of the Welsh teams.
How are they? So they're both not going so well?
Ospreys go into this one with 1 win.
Yeah.
Dragons have had a draw and lost all the rest.
And whose home was it at?
Dragons at home.
I'll still give it to the Ospreys.
It was a draw.
Oh.
Dragons had a kick to win it at the death and missed it.
Okay, half point.
Benetton.
Do I get half a point?
There we go.
Yeah.
Benetton hosted the Stormers in Italy. Benetton coming off a hammering the week before. The Stormers undefeated.
Stormers.
Yeah, 31-16. Leinster hosted Zebre.
Oh, okay. So the Leinster.
But Leinster without like 22 fucking players who were with Ireland.
I'm going to say Leinster gets off the duck. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they had won one game prior to that, but 50 points to 26.
Ooh.
They had like a heap of guys who'd never even played in the URC before.
Holy
They
smokes.
got so many guys away with Ireland. Cardiff played Edinburgh.
Whereabouts?
In Cardiff. Cardiff are the only Welsh side actually looking decent so far. All the others are looking shit.
I'm going to give it to Edinburgh.
No, they lost 20 points to 19.
You threw me. You said that the last bottom 3 teams were...
Yeah, it's the Ospreys, the Dragons, and the Scarlets.
Damn it.
Yeah, and Munster hosted Connacht.
Munster.
Yeah, Munster are 5 from 5. They won it only by 2 points, though. 17 points to 15
Okay, right.
in what was a bit of an ugly one.
Not a great round for me. What did I get?
You got 3.5.
Out of how many?
8.
3.5 out of 8?
Oh, no, sorry. So 4.5 out of 8. You got the Benetton Stormers one. Oh, you got the Sharks one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Sorry.
5.5 out of 8.
Yeah.
I'll
Screwing
take
you
it.
over.
Yeah, 3.5 out of 8.
That's it. All I've got.
Fantastic.
I kind of need to pee.
I need to pee too. Thank you. Do you need a pee?
You probably need to pee after all this. You might be
Yeah.
peeing right now.
Yeah, watching. Like, got your schlong out. I'm like this.
You like that pole vaulter.
It comes out of my belly button.
Yeah. Good to see you, folks. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
sorry we didn't announce our hiatus.
Next week, we'll be back with a heap of tests that have been played.
Yes.
We'll talk about them.
It'll be on my channel. This was on your channel.
That's right.
Fantastic. You're actually going to edit some flags into this?
Possibly.
I don't think you will.
We will see.
All right. Fantastic. Good on you, Mark.
Take care, folks.
Party da. Bye-bye.